husband told me. Life is too short. You should go and see him more often. The other man in my life I wanted to see, it was my dad. Because of my work and my kids, I didn't get to see him very often. So I called my dad on that night and I asked him if he would like to join me for a movie or some dinner. Something happened? Is anything wrong? He asked. You know, my father belonged to that generation that every phone calls after 7 p.m. it's mean bad news. I mean really bad news. No, nothing happened. I just want to go out with you, just two of us. What do you think? He thought for a second and then he said, what about your husband and your children? I said, don't worry about it. Not to worry at all. So, it was a Saturday night. I had this kind of nervousness in the stomach that you're going first time for a date, something like that. I went there, I saw him waiting also outside of the house, also very nervous and excited. He was wearing his old coat and he has the hair made all up with the gel. And he was wearing evening suit, what he used to wear with his and my mother's wedding anniversary. He had a smile, he had a face with a bright smile. And he told me, you know, Nadalina, I told all my friends that tonight I have a date with my daughter, and everybody was so excited about me. The restaurant we went, it wasn't fancy, but the staff was incredible friendly. When we sat, he asked me to read the menu for him. You know, my eyes is not what it used to be. I looked at him and I saw him watching me with that nostalgic smile. You know, when you were a child, I used to read the menu for you. And you know, I always want the sun. And yet, the day you're born, I will never forget. Waiting outside of the delivery room, you know, there was the time when we didn't know the gender of the baby before the day of delivery. With me, it was another man who was also waiting for the news. So when the doctor came out and he addressed to me, he told me, you, Mr. Vukovic, you have a daughter. And you, Mr. Petrovic, you have a son. Congratulations to both. And I remember running after him like a crazy, trying to explain to him that there has been some mistake. And then, when I was holding you in my arm, watching your hair in your eyes, I realized I had a mistake. And I love you more than anything in this world since then. Sometimes I even think I love you more than your brother. Oh, that night we had lovely conversation. We talked about everything, and 2 hours passed like nothing. I felt generously sorry when I drove him home and watching him leave. I hugged him and I kissed him and I told him how much I love him. 3 months after, my father passed away from the cancer. It was too short, and nobody could do nothing about it. He was only 63 years old. So, no matter what you do in your life, find the time to spend with the people that really matter to you. Because you don't know how long they will be around. And when they die, you feel emptiness in your heart. We are just visitors on this planet. Use your time wisely. Call your mother every night and ask her just how she's doing. Don't forget your old friends and the new ones. Kiss and hug the people you love. This is what I do. Ask my 12 years old son how many times I kiss him per day. And he'll tell you 1,000 times. Of course, this is not true, but this is how it seems to him. So, believe in kissing. Believe in love. Believe in this because it's a magic. If you don't believe, you will never find it. I don't ToastMasters.